Welcome back to my gaming, and today I'm going to be reacting to Ali cameraman. Where is he? Oh, where is he? Oh God! Oh, there he is.
Hello everyone, Elite Cameraman here. Today we'll talk about who the traitor might be, or if there is a traitor at all in the Alliance. As you know, the traitor debate started mostly after episode 50. Because of the fact that the location of the cameraman base was leaked and a few cameramen weren't doing the usual thumbs up as everyone else. Does this really prove that there are traitors amongst the cameraman? Is there a chance that any of the other races might be traitors? As you know, TV men know where the cameraman base is, and in episode 55 we saw the Skull Skibidi toilet using the same teleportation as TV men. Is there a chance that someone from TV men betrayed the Alliance? Or maybe it was one of the speaker men. I'll make sure to talk about all the theories and secrets you might have missed, so make sure to watch the video until the end. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Anyways, here we go. Let's first start with episode 23. This was the episode where we saw the lab where Titan Cameraman was being upgraded, but somehow regular Skibidi toilets found this place. It didn't end well for them, but it was still very strange. Normal Skibidi toilets finding a secret cameraman base? I don't know about you, but that doesn't really sound plausible to me. Unless it was pure luck and they found it randomly, which is very unlikely. Someone must have given them information. But there is a problem here, because if there was an information leak, why would the Skibidi toilets be shocked to see the Titan cameraman? Or they were just given the location of the base and didn't know what's inside and they were just going from room to room? This does seem likely, but who would betray the cameraman at this point of the series, since this was a long time ago? Forget the TV men, the speaker men weren't even introduced. But what's strange is that the speaker men appeared for the first time in the next episode. Maybe they tried to test the waters, and if the Skibidi toilets succeeded in the raid, they might have joined their side. Even though this might be a viable theory, I don't think that it's correct. My theory is that the Skibidi toilets might have captured a cameraman and interrogated him into learning where the base is, just like in episode 21, where the cameramen were interrogating a Skibidi toilet. And maybe the cameraman gave the location of the lab where Titan Cameraman was being upgraded as a trap for the Skibidi toilets. We most likely will never learn the truth about this small raid, but let me know if you have any other theories about this. Now let's move on to the actual theories about what's been happening lately and who might be betraying who and why. Right now, even though there isn't a way to know for certain that someone is a traitor in the Alliance, there are some signs of someone betraying. My personal opinion is that the TV race has the highest chance of being the traitors, but I'll get to that later in the video. Let's first talk about the cameramen that weren't happy about the Titan cameraman's comeback while the attack was happening in episode 50. As you know by now that these two cameramen didn't look happy and didn't do their thumbs up like everyone else. Did they actually want the Skibidi toilets to raid their base and destroy everything? I'm 100% sure that this wasn't an animation mistake. We all know that Dafuk likes to hide stuff like this, and he literally foreshadows everything and writes a pretty well-structured story filled with hints on what's gonna happen next. With this reasoning, it's likely that there is internal conflict between the cameramen. What the cause of this could be, but we can assume that the two cameramen that didn't do their thumbs ups don't like the Titan cameraman, or they are actually just traitors. But I really don't think that they would put themselves in a situation where they would also die as well. This is the only reason this idea doesn't make sense to me. Because if the Skibidi toilets actually succeeded in the raid, these two cameramen would also die alongside. Until now, other than the plunger cameraman, there hasn't been any regular cameraman showing any signs of bravery. These two are an exception. Now, let's talk about if the traitor could be amongst the speakermen. This actually is very likely, most likely because of all the infection stuff, and even the Titan speakerman is still being infected at this point. And as far as we know, there were speakermen in the cameraman base, and they know the location of it, even though they seem to be the most peaceful among any race. I do have a theory on why and how they could have leaked the location without knowing. Remember the mutant Skibidi toilet from episode 37 that looks and moves very weirdly? Look at his body and the bodies of the large speakerman next to him. He has the body of a large speakerman mixed with a Skibidi toilet head. For this to happen, the Skibidi toilets most likely captured a large speaker man after it was infected, and removed his head and replaced it with the Skibidi toilet. There is a chance that the Skibidi toilets got some information while doing procedures to put the Skibidi toilet into the large speaker man's body. Other than something forceful like this, I really don't see a scenario where the speaker man would betray the Alliance because of how peaceful they are, and they need the help of the Alliance to survive at this point because of the number of speakermen left. If it continues like this, they'll go extinct soon. Hopefully, the Alliance figures out a way to save the speakerman and stop their suffering. It's been pretty wild lately. Skibidi toilets literally started eliminating them one by one, as we can see in episode 53. All these aside, now, let's get to the main suspects of today's episode, the TV race, the most selfish race out of the three. Even though I like them a lot and I know that they are helping the Alliance, let's not forget what happened in episode 43 and how they left the cameramen to die. They escape the scene whenever there is the slightest chance to get hurt. And since other than the TV woman and cinema man, no one of them are combat-oriented, they don't really have a chance. Also, from what we've seen so far, they are not large in numbers and there are only quite few of them. They literally were hiding behind the shadows the whole time observing the Alliance before they joined in. There is a likely chance of them playing a double-sided role. And after what happened in episode 55, things might get weird because the cameraman is not stupid, and they know what the teleportation of the TV race looks like. And a lot of cameramen just saw a huge skull Skibidi toilet use the same teleportation. I know this does not make the TV men a traitor instantly, but there has to be a reason on why.
Yeah, it doesn't make TV men a traitor instantly, though.
I have guesses on this topic. It might just be that the Skibidi toilets learned a way to use the same tech, which I don't think is the case, honestly, but it could still be true.
Okay, guys, that's all for today's videos. If this video get 1,000 likes, I will do a part 2. Peace.